Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, let's do a recap of week 2 of the 18-week training leading up to the 2023 Sydney Marathon. We're still in the 6-week endurance training block right now. So yeah, Monday was just a rest day. Just did some walking, take a chill, you know. On Monday is also when I usually do these recordings for this little recap videos. Tuesday was a general aerobic run, 13 Ks, up and down Soppan Creek, and then at the end we had to do some speed work. It was like around 6 reps of 10-second hills and then 8 reps of 100-meter strides. That went okay, but like I was wearing my Brooks Glycerins for the whole run, so it's kind of awkward to do speed work on that, but it's okay for now, I guess. I'll think about it, and I'll see if I can try different shoes for this kind of purpose. I'm not really sure if I should like use the Speed Freeze when I have like speed work days or just stick to Glycerins, because I still gotta do the aerobic run first, right? And I prefer to do it in the Glycerins if I could. Wednesday was a 90K medium long run. I just did it at Olympic Park, but I did it in the new Saucony Triumph 20s that I bought recently. I bought it for long runs, but this time they felt kind of awkward because I'm not sure, like I think 14Ks in I got some hot spots in my left foot somewhere. So I had to like really check it again. I might have to try again and see if different socks might work, or it's just the way I ran that day, or I'm not really sure, but I have to see. It's kind of hard to return Saucony shoes, if you guys know. Long run went okay, but the shoes are a bit strange, so I have to like really check it out again. Thursday was 8K recoveries. I just did it at the Bankstown City Sports Complex. Grass again. I don't mind doing recoveries on grass, it feels kind of nice. Friday again was just a simple 14K general aerobic run down Soppan Creek. There's a lot of general aerobic runs, I realized. I think it's just to get some mileage in without hurting the body too much, I guess. And Saturday was supposed to be an 8K recovery run, but I just did a park run, Rhodes Park run. I was a bit late for that, so I had to like really run to catch up, but yeah, I probably just went a bit slower. About 5.6 Ks there, when it should be 8 Ks, but I'm not really fast about the mileage at this point. I'm happy to do park runs every Saturday if it happens to fall on a recovery day, but if it's like a workout day on a Saturday, then I might not do park runs. But yeah, for now, I'm happy to just keep doing park runs on Saturdays. So Sunday was a 26K long run with 13 Ks of marathon pace at the end. So it's actually my first long run or marathon pace run since last year's marathon training, right? So it felt kind of awkward. Like since last year's marathon in September, I've pretty much only done like 5 or 10K training. Like I haven't really done any proper long runs or like with marathon pace effort or anything like that. So this time it felt kind of awkward. Like it was kind of tiring too, because I mean, not to make too many excuses, but the day before, let's say I had like a really long night out, came home pretty late, so I just had poor sleep, didn't get a foam roll, didn't get a stretch the evening, so yeah, Sunday's long run was kind of awkward. It just felt a bit like a week, I guess. It wasn't a strong run, but yeah, I wore my Saucony Endorphin Speed Freeze this time, started at Olympic Park, ran away to Parramatta Park, did the marathon pace runs there. It's kind of tough because Parramatta Park does have a fair amount of hills there in that little 3 to 4K loop. I'm not sure if I'll keep doing my marathon pace runs there specifically. So even though that Sunday long run didn't go that well, it's still pretty early on. I can always build fitness across, you know, the 16 weeks I have left, so it's not too bad. So yeah, that brings the total mileage up to like around 88 Ks this whole week. But yeah, I just want to quickly talk about the importance of recovery, I guess in the context of the Sunday long run, but also in general, I guess, not just with marathon training, but like just any type of training, 5, 10K training, even when you're beginner, advanced. I was thinking about a lot, like over the past few years, as someone who's just like self-coached, as someone who just runs alone most of the time, like recovery is really important. Like it's something you gotta take care of like pretty well, otherwise like it carries over to your runs. Like you feel the effects if you don't recover well enough. Like it's not just physical fatigue, but you also get mentally fatigued if you don't manage your recovery well enough, right? There's a few factors such as like sleep, you know. For example, on Sunday's long run, I slept pretty late, woke up pretty like early too, so it wasn't that great. Like having good sleep means there's a better chance that you will run better, basically. There's also like nutrition, diet, especially like before and after runs. Back then, I didn't really eat before my runs because I just felt lazy, but these days I'm just trying to get some carbs in before my runs, like overnight oats or just like bananas and stuff. And also after you run, because as soon as you finish your runs, like your body's already trying to recover, so you should really try to get in like some carbs if you can, like, and also water and like electrolytes. Yeah, and you'll have balanced diet, supplements, protein, all that kind of stuff, like, and enough calories, especially when you're doing like marathon training. You burn through so many calories doing all this massive mileage, so yeah, you gotta eat enough basically to sustain your training, right? There's also like foam rolling and stretching, like that's pretty important too for recovery. Like I realized Without that, I'd probably be way more sore. I don't always stretch or foam roll right after my runs, but I do it later in the day when I get the chance. I have like a little half-an-hour block where I just get in my foam rolling and my stretching done there. Yeah, I should try to do it after my runs, but usually after my runs I'm just too tired. I'd rather just like go home, like get some food in and just relax and chill first. I might try some time to see what happens if I just stretch and foam roll right after my runs, but right now I'm just doing it later in the day, which for me is like fine enough, I guess. It still works for me. Part of recovery is also like having the right type of shoes, and also like replacing them and also rotating them, like having a different pairs of shoes for different types of workouts, not just one shoe. And also like replacing them when a certain mileage has been reached, or when you feel like it's starting to hurt your body, or when you're starting to get way more sore afterwards for no reason. It might be the shoes too, like, you know, your shoes might be showing its age, it's getting old now, like the foam's all worn out, or like it's lost its, you know, shock absorption. Also want to talk about recovery runs. Like they should be easy. Like most of my recovery runs, I don't look at my watch for my pace anymore. I don't really care. I just get the mileage in. The aim of recovery runs is basically get like some blood flow in your body, like more time on your feet, but also afterwards you should feel quite refreshed and relaxed. The recovery runs aren't there to strain you that much, so yeah, just take it easy and like don't even look at your watch for pace. Just take it easy, take it slow, you know. And if you can run on grass, even better, I guess, if that works out for you. So strengthening and conditioning really helps with recovery, because simply put, like your body, if it's stronger, it can like recover better from like running, I guess. I also want to talk about what happens if, say, your recovery hasn't gone that well, but you still got a run plan for a day. And I feel like sometimes it's okay to just skip the run entirely, or just scale back the workout. For example, if you really need to do a run but you really don't feel like it, or you're sick, just skip it. Or you're feeling okay but you're unsure, be prepared to just like cut the reps in half, or like, you know, do less reps or do less distance. Because like if you miss one workout, it's not going to impact your fitness that much. I think it's going to like take like at least a week or two of like not training at all to like reduce your fitness a significant amount. So yeah, when you don't recover enough, you're probably not in the right mental state or physical state to perform that well. So, you know, there's more likely chance that you'll get injured, or you start hating the training more. So that's not great, is it? So yeah. Yes, to sum up here, I feel like a lot has to go right to achieve your goals, but there's a lot of things you can control, especially when it comes to recovery, so like sleep, nutrition, that kind of stuff. Yes, life does get in the way sometimes, but there's a bunch of things you can control and do well to make things work out. So yeah, you just gotta do some trial and error and build some habits and build a discipline that's needed to like achieve your goals, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for sticking around so far. We're still 2 weeks in, so we've got 16 weeks left before the marathon. But yeah, let's see how it goes, right? I'll see you guys next week.